coming, so they say. I'm a new kid on the block, but they jock still. I got skills with the rock.
And you be Austin like Steve Austin. Steady Fawcett, we cash her from hitting mash burn.
On the break, you want me to take it? He's still with a left, right, it should look.
More steals than Ricky Hill from the Pac-10.
I ain't new to this, I give assists like a high school tutor. But who the hell said being a kid was easy? But ain't nothing going on but cash and be ballin'. But I guess they all is cause they hear a brother fallin'. Don't sweat it, everything's gonna be alright. Let's go back a few years to
Who would have thought that when Coach Kidd back in the on media day told me that it was okay to play that song, that we'd be playing it and the Mavs would be heading to the Western Conference Championship? Kendrick, who would have thought?
Not some Mavs fans. They want his ass fired on week 1.
Oh God, yeah.
Anybody want to keep? Anybody want? Yeah, Sham. Anybody want to keep that action? Anybody want to keep that action?
Hey man, he at the time you know what? At the time
before you start, I'm gonna get real negative today. I'm gonna get real negative. I'm getting real. No, you can't get real negative. You can't
I'm allowed to get real negative. I'm
the most pettiest negative person you ever gonna meet.
You did kind of quit on the team a couple times this season.
I never quit. No, don't lie. I'm still going to them games.
No, you quit. You divorced. Hey, whoa.
Verbally, you're right. I quit when we were
Where at? Didn't you say I divorced Tim Hardaway Jr.?
Hell, the Mavericks divorced them too.
No. Did you say ain't he a part of the team? Ain't he a part of the team?
Not a good point.
No, you can divorce one person and still be in.
Is he a part of the team? Is he part of the team?
No, not that I know. I ain't seen him.
Don't you try.
Where is he? I'm with Sham. Where is he?
Hold on yet.
He's a part of the team. So I mean you quit on the Mavericks. You quit on Tim Hardaway.
Oh no. Oh, but you been quit on Tim Hardaway.
No, I just quit.
He's trying to fight it. He's trying to catch his daddy outside.
I just want to fight. I just want to fight fuck ass daddy. That's all I did.
Hey man, guess what though? The Dallas Mavericks are heading to the NBA Finals. They're heading to the NBA Finals.
My brother say he don't count, Kendrick.
See, Tim Hardaway not getting nah. My thing, bro, we trotted out Dwight Powell, Grant Williams. Like, it was games we started AJ Lawson. Like, and here we are heading to the NBA Finals.
Somebody asked me why Nico Harris is not executive of the year. They gave it to home dude from OKC.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense. Well, yeah, but
and we took
is his team still playing? That's why you need to start doing. This is why you need to start doing these awards close to the end of the playoffs and not just doing them at the end of the season.
Yeah.
My thing is this: we made that trade for Grant Williams. Folks was like, okay, yeah, this gonna get us up. It didn't get us nowhere. It literally got us nowhere.
Oh, well, Derek Queen was pretty happy about it.
Who?
Derek Queen.
Oh yeah.
And I heard McDonald. Yeah, and In-N-Out. He loved In-N-Out. Said the kid loved In-N-Out, man.
I can't anybody eat that nasty burger. My God.
He said he was still trying to find. He said he was the only person in Texas still trying to find a wise cafeteria.
I think this season you got to dedicate to. I'm trying to be serious here, man. I can't. I'm trying to be serious here, man.
Don't worry about Kendrick. Go ahead, Shams. You're doing a good job.
Oh, they say he looked all over Metro Paper.
Will you let Shams finish that foolishness? Go ahead, Shams.
All I'm saying is, you gotta tip your hat off. And the Mavs fans, I was one of those Mavs fans throughout the beginning of the season, way earlier the season when Luka got hurt, when Kyrie got hurt. I said, I don't know how this season gonna go because we still had Grant Williams and Dwight Powell. We and Derek Lively was still coming into form and shape and form, and Tim Hardaway was putting up tour date numbers. Josh Green got hurt. Like there were times that this season dead and stanky. And we got on. We did shows where we were like, okay, we just trotting people out there now. When Nico made that trade to get PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford, and I think it was the first or second game with each other here at the Mavs Arena when we played OKC and won by 40. I think we had a 40-point lead or something like that. I think
I know they made a trade while I was in Vegas at the Super Bowl, but no, OKC was the only team in the Western Conference to beat us.
No, I'm saying no. When we first got PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford, that was the Lob City game, and we were up big that game. And I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I think that's
the game. OKC though.
Yes, it was.
That was OKC. It was OKC.
It was OKC.
That was a Saturday afternoon. That was a Saturday afternoon game. I remember that.
Game. It was a 2:00 game. It was a 2:00 game. I remember that.
And we lost that game. We won that game.
No, won that game.
No, we won that.
You won that game.
After the All-Star break?
Yeah, it was after because it was after, and that was the first game. It was the first home game for PJ and Daniel Gafford.
Okay. I think I know which game you're talking about now. Right.
I say that game I think was the turning point of the season. Even though we went on a little skid afterwards, losing to freaking Max.
Then we lost to all the East Coast teams.
Yeah,
we lost to all the East Coast teams.
But that game, so I said this team is going to make a run at the end of the season. They're going to make a run. And guys, they made a run. They got up out of the play-in. They played some tough games down the stretch. I know I was, for one, it was a few games where I was like, bro, what are we doing? Why are we still playing these people who not going to contribute? Tim Hardaway. But
don't worry, Coach Kidd was saying the same thing.
Yeah, because and I'm not gonna sit on here and say I've always loved Kidd, because there's times out here and you know that I've hated Kidd at one point, but you would be a fool to not tip your hat off to Jason Kidd to what he's done in these playoffs. Jason Kidd has coached circles around the coach of the year. He has coached circles around people. They said, Ant-Man is the new face of the NBA. Everything that teams threw at the Mavs, Jason Kidd countered, and the Mavs have prevailed. The Mavs have yet to lose back-to-back games in the playoffs.
Yeah, and but you know, for Coach Kidd, the heat he got, the man kept saying throughout the season, just give us time. Like, we're still trying to figure it out. That's all we're trying to do. All we're trying to do is figure things out.
Thank Coach Kidd for that trade. Coach Kidd was pushing for a trade. If y'all remember, Coach Kidd was pushing for a trade. He said we need to get better players here. We need to get better players around Luka. He basically said we're not good enough.
Coach Kidd quit on the team last year. That was very evident.
Because he knew that this team wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. You can't listen. You can't have a team that's you basically starting Dwight Powell and Grant Williams at your 4 and 5 and actually be competitive and anything. That was early in the season was embarrassment. No wonder they kept getting beat by all these teams because they couldn't stop anybody. The trade for PJ and Grant and Gafford unlocked this team because it made them longer. It locked people into positions. It gave them what they finally needed: a two-headed center position, a starter, a complement backup. You can switch wherever one you want to switch. It finally gave them an athletic wing, big power forward /3, and PJ Washington. The where now you can put Maxey at his role where he's supposed to be, backup. He's a backup. He's not a starter in this league. He's a backup. And also listen, we keep saying it while we said it earlier in the season. Hats off to Derrick Jones Jr. That young man done made him a lot of money. He done made him a lot of. I don't know if it's gonna be here, but he done made him a lot of money off a vet minimum. A vet minimum player made himself a lot of money. He took.
I don't know what show you be watching because we talk about Too Lively all the time.
Yeah, it was the thing where
we went from Fire Jason Kidd to the finals.
My thing with Derrick Jones Jr., Kendrick, and me and Pops just talk about it. You've made this run with this team. You know who your rotation is. You hope after you remember what happened after the 2011 finals and Mark Cuban traded away the whole team and let the whole team go. You hope that does not happen this offseason.
This the problem.
Oh, that team was old.
Yeah, but this is the problem with those contracts. See, they have some in the contract. They as far as Derrick Jones Jr. I think they don't have with Dante Exum. He still has a year. Somehow they did the contract, but what Derrick Jones Jr. has, he just has a straight up 1 year vet minimum. So they don't have his bird rights. So, but he says he wants to be here. The most they can offer him is the full MLE. But sometimes the other teams will say, "Hey man, I'll give you." It's some teams will be like, "Hey, I'll give you $20 million a year," and if it does,
I don't think he'll take it because he says that he found this is the most green light he's ever gotten, and this is the team that fits with his style of basketball.
I understand that, but still, it's money. It's about fun. If somebody give you 20-something million a year, and
I'm not gonna say. I mean, I never say what a man would do, but at the same time,
you can't say that. You gotta take the money because I'll take the money. But I just
of course he take the money, but help winning a championship kind of helps it too.
Because you remember Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown was on the same as that kind of thing. Made him a ton of money. It wasn't the right decision.
He should have stayed in Denver.
He took the money. But he took the money.
Where's he at now? Where's he at now?
He's in Toronto now, but his contract guaranteed. Yeah, but his contract's guaranteed because he took the money. He made sure he got it. It's about getting generational wealth. But hopefully he stays. But but I want us to move down the line and start it. Kyrie, the redemption story still going. Hopefully he can win it with a championship. People listen. When the trade was made, people think, man, this guy's toxic. They said, man, Luka's gonna leave because of this. He ruins our locker room. And you know what? Maybe I can't tell you what his attitude was in Boston. I can't tell because I don't know. I can't tell you what his attitude was in Cleveland. But it's like someone on ESPN said, but it's something about when you get married and have kids.
Yeah, things change.
It makes you more. He's admitted that when you get married, become a father, become a husband.
Happy wife, happy life. He used in that show.
It makes you more of an adult. Man, sometimes that's what he needs. He just seems like he's happy in his personal life. His wife most definitely loves it here. He's happy in his personal life, and now that's affecting his basketball. It's translating to his basketball. Hopefully, he can keep them. As far as Luka Doncic, listen, man's 25. He's gotten his team to the finals. 2 out of the last 3 years, he's taken his team to the West Finals. He's 5 straight seasons, all first team All NBA. 5 straight seasons, all starter at the all-star team. I don't want to hear all this Luka hate come from a national meet or any local meet. This man at age 25 has did more than any Maverick, and that's including Dirk at his age. Not saying at his age has did accomplish more personally at his age more than any Maverick. It's a godsend him being drafted here. If that makes me sound like a homer, I know great players when I see one. He's a generational talent. The Mavericks ought to be lucky to have him because it's 2 organizations have buyer's remorse, and that's the Phoenix Suns and the Sacramento Kings. Well, you can say all you want.
Can I say something real quick?
That's what done. He'll led his team to the finals. That's all I gotta say about that. Go ahead.
Timberwolves fans knew it's circulating on X that Timberwolves fans posted in their Reddit and on group chats and on their social medias. It said, if you are going to tonight's game, please do not boo Luka. No funny business. Luka feeds off of this. We watched Jamal Murray feed off of when we tried to boo him off the court. Do not poke the bear, which is Luka. You throw Luka off by being quiet when he has the ball. booing him will only make him turn up.
This is the best. And people don't know. People listen. I had a conversation with a guy who kind of knows basketball pretty good, and he said this is a guy who plays better on the road than he does at home in big standing games. See Phoenix. See the OKC game 5. See the Clippers game 5. He loves playing in road. That's a guy who has a dog in him. I mean, you see him when fans keep challenging this man, you don't making it worse on your team. Ask Devin Booker and the Luka special. How that turn out for him? How that really turn out for him? They just spanned that whole team. Ask the Utah Jazz who in the playoffs a couple years ago who wanted to come at that man.
They got Rudy. They got Rudy to where he's at today with that one.
And Minnesota like they may want to get rid of him again. I mean, listen, Lee. This is one guy. He's got that Mamba mentality, that Michael Jordan killer. Like you don't want to talk mess to this guy. It just makes him. It just pisses him off more, makes him lock in more. But hey, it's to our advantage, man. He's a straight up killer. And I'm glad he's on our team.
Yeah. I mean, we poked the bear this year. Mainly Walt has had his 77 goggles on a lot this season. He's criticized 77 a lot. He said some choice words. I think we've all said a few words, but Walt has been the one that has not giving Luka his full credit, calling him taking a backseat to Kyrie a lot this year. And he got up that puzzled look on his face, like we can't pull up the receipts.
I've never said anything I've said about Luka. It's never been with malice or mischievous. Everything I've said about Luka has been right.
Now Walt, did you not tell us sometime in the season we need to bench Luka? You said we needed to bench.
If he's out there launching up shots and taking dumb shots, yeah, just taking step backs.
But the person you said we need to bench just 1 year, Western Conference MVP.
I'm not saying bench him because he's sorry. I'm saying like dude just out here just launching up shots like he don't want to play basketball tonight.
I don't think Luka does not want to. He doesn't go into games saying he doesn't want to play basketball.
Hey, listen. Some nights. I mean, when you come out there and you just straight jacking like you're not doing nothing. You're not playing defense. You just getting the ball and just jacking it up. Like what the hell are we doing?
You proving a point right there, man. You proving a point right there, man.
You can say that, but who said we were going to the finals though?
I think Luka did.
Shot, boy, man, you lucky I got jet lag on me right now. I fly over there.
First of all, you got jet lag. You say you fly over here. You ain't going over.
No, it take about 3 delays in a.
Listen,
you American Airlines. How dare you push me?
The real MVP.
4 o'clock this morning.
Let's give Walt some credit. The real MVP of this organization is one. It's 2 guys. I'm saying it's not players. It's one Nico Harrison and Jason Kidd.
Yes.
The culture. Remember when I said
shoe salesman?
Yeah. Remember when I said, Shaq, just think about this. 3 years ago, we had 3 white guys in their 60s, and the ghost of Keith Grant roaming the halls of Mavericks HQ, actually making decisions about basketball in 2021. That's literally what it was. And now, 3 years later, we got the right kind of people. You know what I'm talking about, who actually know basketball, know this age of basketball. You see where this team now at. Western Conference on finalists 2 out of the last 3 years, Western Conference champions, and now a chance to become NBA champions.
Vanessa, I don't do any hating. I just tell the truth. I mean, if it comes off as hating, that's not a me problem. That's a you problem. If you think I'm hating on somebody, I just tell the truth of what I see when I watch basketball.
Damn.
Well, Jaden Hardy just said on his live to PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford, he said, "Bro, how you go from Charlotte to the finals?"
Hey, you know what? How you
go from Washington Wizards to the finals?
Yeah.
Hold on. Same thing. You can ask Paul Gasol. He went from a bad situation in Memphis. Man, they were losing, got traded, and went to the finals. With the Lakers.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, that's what I say. But I can't. But I'm going back to. I'm gonna let y'all piggyback off this. Going back to what I was saying, I can't say. In fact, I pretty much know if the previous regime was still here. Thank you, Tim Cato. I appreciate you for that. If the previous regime,
I don't know why my
here,
brother's talking about Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban is not the owner of the team, sir. He gave up his rights.
Nowhere on the TV to be found.
Shams, we can agree if the previous regime was still here, there's no way in hell this team even this close.
We wouldn't even have Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, first thought you would have Kyrie wouldn't be looking this way.
We'd have Danilo Gallinari.
Yeah, we still be looking at Danilo Gallinari
and all the Bogdanoviches.
Yeah, we still Boban still be on the team, even though I love Boban.
Yeah. We still be cheering for Boban on certain nights.
Yeah, Dwight Powell will still be a mainstay in the lineup.
Well, he's underrated. He's underrated.
Don't do that to yourself.
He's underrated. So
as we get to the highlights, and Luka had it going.
Luka came out.
This is like Game 7. Yeah, this is like Game 7 in Phoenix a couple years ago. He just said, "You know what? I'm gonna beat you guys all myself. I'm gonna end this quick." And boy, was it quick. That's Luka.
Ooh,
that was deep. 30 foot. Right, Ant's eye. Right in his eye. Guard him now, Ant. You talking about I'll take him. Well, he was cooking you too.
Yeah, they got him off of Ant real quick. You see, they switched back to Alexander.
and that didn't make no things any better. He was cooking him too. In that first quarter, anybody could have got it.
Come on, Pierre. Come on, Pierre. Don't do that. Hustle, sweat, tears equals Dwight Powell.
You mean sweat and tears. I would say
no. John Cena was hustle, loyalty, and respect. Kyrie had a damn good game tonight.
Yeah, both of them had 36, man.
Yeah, and Tippy had the Timberwolves. They tried tonight.
Yeah, man, but I'm just kind of like perplexed about how the Timberwolves won one game. Well, Kemp had his.
They was getting ready to go on a run,
and everybody did. Everybody sweated, and they only won by 5 when Kyrie didn't have 20 in the game, and Luka had 28, and they swore they was gonna win 4 straight. Even the national media, just wait. Well, the Mavericks pretty much ended that. I mean, this 3 right here ended it. I think that 3 took their heart right there because they knew, crap. I
mean, the score was 33-19 in the first half. I mean, the first quarter.
This dude's locked in. There's nothing we can do. That's Kyrie. Need bring Luka, and Kyrie got settled in, and he started doing his work. Nicole Alexander, you cannot guard this man. He just taking him anywhere you wanted to. That's Maxey. Hit a big 3.
Like right now, we know where our opponent is.
Yeah, Charles Barkley said we heading back to Dallas. Where the Mavericks are.
He right. We are heading back to Dallas for the West.
We heading back to Dallas. I don't know what the hell Charles Barkley not coming with us. He done for vacation. He can go.
Yeah.
Let him tell it. They filling out job applications. He said, what said other night also? Oh, you talking about me and Kenny? I thought you talking about me and Kenny. We was busy over here filling out job applications. So we gonna be on LinkedIn this summer.
NBC got a couple openings. They got some openings there.
That they do. Man, these Timberwolves, man, they just boy.
Stay out of the BS.
This is just a bad matchup. Like I said, this was a bad matchup. They're not playing a team that their best player is a center. They're playing a team that likes to go up, like to pick up the pace. Like I said, the Mavericks were 6th in pace. The Timberwolves were 26th.
Pierre, I ain't trying to hear nothing. Perk was the only one who thought we were closing out tonight. Nah, Perk was the main one. The Minnesota Timberwolves are going to the NBA Finals.
Yeah, no, I thought Perk was always with the Mavs.
No. He's on that ant gas. He didn't pick the Mavericks. Not one game in the series. Not one game.
Yeah, before the series even started, Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to the NBA Finals.
You're going. Yeah, in fact, he thought he was going to be 4-1 favorite Timberwolves.
Yeah.
I remember he said the stupid thing before the series started. Boy, when the Mavs won game 1, it was on before that weekend started. He said when they come back up Monday, it's gonna be 2-1. Well, hell, it was 3-0. And like I said, shout out to the Minnesota Timberwolves. They got a cute little team. I mean, it's real cute. I mean, it's real cute. You know, but they wasn't ready for prime time like everybody tried to make them ready. Listen, you got to go through pain in this league. You got to go through some pain. You just don't automatically jump from nothing to a championship. That just don't happen. You got to go through pain, and they going through their pain. I'm not saying Anthony Edwards will never win a championship. I'm not saying I think
this was just too easy. This was just too easy tonight. I mean, the Timberwolves mail it in tonight. I mean, what were they doing?
They're just not good enough right now.
They just didn't care.
First, they're just not good enough. I mean, the series told you that.
How you do all that talking and then come out and play like this though?
They what? The Mavericks came out with authority and said we kicking y'all ass from start to finish. We not.
I think the Mavs when Luka came out and said last game they didn't come out with enough energy. And Kyrie echoed it and said the same thing. You kind of knew. You kind of knew that the Mavs were gonna have their foots on their neck, and their foot was on their neck from tip off.
Cool. Listen, start giving the Mavericks credit. I'm sick of hearing about what the Timberwolves didn't do. Listen, it was a gentleman's sweep, and the game the Timberwolves won, the Mavericks could have easily won that one. They just didn't show up in the fourth quarter. It was like this series was all about the Mavs. The Timberwolves a good little team, a real cute little team. It just wasn't better than the Mavs.
Michael Parsons, I thought I was a front runner until I met Michael Parsons. My God, talk about a front runner.
Up there begging Dirk for a sign his jersey. If I was Dirk, I'd threw that pencil in the jersey up big somewhere.
Where did you Where would you have thrown it?
Where you thrown it? I thrown that shit back to where's back to Frisco. That's where you need to be right now, man. Working.
Just want to say Minnesota, shout out to them. Great year. Celtics about to be the toughest matchup all year for the Mavs. This Mavs team, however, they got in them.
You know what? I think you know what? I hate to say this. I think the Mavs about to be the Celtics' toughest matchup of the year.
Yeah, I mean the playoffs it is.
I mean, because look, I ain't trying. Listen, they got to the final, but let's take whose role was more difficult. The Celtics play out round 1, faced a Jimmy Butlerless Miami Heat.
Not their fault. You be who they put in front of you.
I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. They faced a Jimmy Butlerless team. The second round, they Cleveland Cavaliers center goes down for almost the whole series. Then Spider Mitchell goes down for the last 2 games. Then you go.
Did he go down or did he quit?
Then you go to the finals.
Because I was just in Cleveland. A lot of people was not happy with Spider not playing those last 2 games. Yeah, but they don't understand why he missed it.
They ain't gonna say nothing because they want him to stay there because they ain't got no team. But
he said some changes need to be made. They already took care of one. They fired the coach.
Well, JB Bickerstaff that change. And then you go to Indiana. Their best player goes down with a hamstring. For the last 2 games. So they basically, you play like you said. You're right. You play who you're supposed to play, but it ain't like they face the best of the best competition getting to the finals. I mean, Giannis got hurt. The Knicks were all banged up. That was the best of the 2 best. I mean,
one of their players got hurt too. It's not. Hey, man, they were dominant. They were down. They were the number 1 seed.
The
number 1 seed. You gonna play the less. You gonna play the less.
I understand it, but they've had an easy road.
But what number 1? Every number 1 seed plays the lowest. The next.
I know that, but they've had a pretty easy road. Listen, if you want, I'm not trying to gaslight on Kristaps Porzingis, but Donovan Mitchell means more to the Cavs, and Tyrese Halliburton means more to the Pacers than Porzingis means to the Celtics. I think they're gonna be all right. They've been to the finals without Porzingis. Remember 2 years ago, when the year the Mavs went, they went against Golden State.
It wasn't like Spider had to. Hell, the Cavs had to go 7 games with the Orlando Magic.
I like Orlando.
Yeah, but it's not like Spider.
You know how much I feel about Orlando now.
I'm just saying, it's not like Spider had them in like game contention while he was there.
He didn't.
Did they only win one game against the Celtics?
He did have a 50-point game. He got one game. They won
Didn't
game
only
one.
One game?
It won game one.
That's it.
So
but he was there for most of the series when they got beat.
This is gonna be the toughest challenge both teams gonna face.
And it's gonna be a great finals. I think this is gonna be. I think Kyrie not gonna come out and say it, but you know it's in his brain.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He gotta take a big old dump on the Celtics. Like,
oh yeah, and Luka wants some of Porzingis.
Yeah,
listen,
and so
the storyline's gonna be great.
Yeah.
You
got the Mavs. Yeah. We'll probably do a show before the series to do predictions or whatever, but the same thing I felt for 2011, I feel it here. Like this, I've been saying all year. Kendrick Wall, I know you guys can pull it up.
I know you don't feel it during Cowboy season, so you got
No, I do not. Don't even speak of them. They don't need to show up today. See, but I have been saying all season this team is resilient. I've been saying all season that this team feels different, especially after that trade, and going into the playoffs. I said, guys, this team is going to go on a run. I think we all sat up here and said this team was going to go on a run. And that's exactly what happened. We talked about matchups, who we wanted. And we was all in the group chat saying it didn't matter who we got. We all wanted the Clippers. We all wanted the Clippers because we wanted Luka to get revenge on the Clippers. Boom, we did that. We said, okay, we're going to get OKC. I said, OKC was going to be a tough matchup, which it was, but I knew we were going to get past them because I felt like we had the veteran leadership, and them being a young team, we were going to catch them off guard, and we did that. And it came down to this series. Going into this series, everybody was saying Ant-Man going to shut Kyrie up. Ant-Man going to shut Luka up. Nas Reed, they got that. Nobody on the Mavs play like Nas Reed or whatever. Guys, everybody on the Mavs team stood on business. And I, you guys want to give game balls to Luka and Kyrie, of course. I am going to take a step back and give the game ball to our twin towers, Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively. Without them,
we not on the floor, getting thrown on the floor.
Come on, man! Come on, man! This team that won the championship. You sit up there. Except I hate, man. Nobody. What you mad for? What's wrong with you, man? Just because you took 15 flights just to get from Washington from Cleveland to Dallas. I mean, that's on you, man.
Just saying, man. Every time watching, get up there. Every time I look up, I'm yelling at the screen. Get up there, Gavin. Why you on the floor? Why you on the floor, damn Gavin?
Man, cranky ass. Cranky.
All last season.
Wow, Sham is the real MVP. That's coming from my brother.
Turn up then. All last season, we know
it ain't. We know it ain't. What's his name? He ain't gonna be nobody MVP.
Who? Tim Hardaway? Nah, he'll never be nobody MVP.
Take it with a grain. Take it with a grain of salt, Shams. He's from Duncan. He graduated from Duncanville High School.
Oh, I see nothing wrong with that.
Glenn, man. I was all up.
Next place of employment.
Glenn, I was all.
That may be my next place of employment.
Oh no! What? No! What are you doing?
Shams, I can show you around. Shams, I can show you around. I was all up in that school.
I bet you was all up in there doing stuff you ain't had no business doing. Yeah, boy. But what I was gonna say, guys,
I was all up in that. Bud.
Hey, let's get back to the show. We're not gonna talk. Let's get back to the show.
Let me tell you something, boy.
You guys know last year when the Mavs had the chance to make the play-in, and we sat our players, and everybody, oh my God, why did the Mavs do that? Why did the Mavs do that?
Fire Jason Kidd.
Fire Jason Kidd.
Oh, no, hold on. Fire Nico too.
Yeah, it was fire Nico. It was fire Jason Kidd. It was Kyrie and Luka ain't no real winners. It was none of that. It was all of that. Come down to the draft night. We picked Derek Lively. I think everybody on the show tonight, on that night, has said, "Hey, this guy has the makings to be the next Tyson Chandler and the next best Mavericks big."
Yeah, Chef, I don't know if you noticed now, but Kendrick, me and Kendrick was sitting right in the Mavericks front office building when that draft.
Yeah, I was there. You know, I couldn't get in.
Live from the draft.
I couldn't get in that night.
And everybody was poo-pooing that draft pick, and I said it's a pretty good draft pick. You need a center, and lo and behold, this guy done made all rookie second team. Should have been first.
Should have been first.
Let me tell you something, Shams. If you redraft that draft, we talked about this.
He does not make it past number 5.
He don't make it past 5. Remember, the Mavericks traded down and picked him at 12.
Mm-hmm.
So he was not the top 10. He don't make it past 5. He don't make it past 5.
And everybody, I don't understand why everybody was poo-pooing Derek Lively during that draft pick, because we had Dwight Powell. Who was Dwight Powell's backup? Who was our backup center last year? Can anybody tell me? Because I don't remember. Oh yeah, Christian Wood. Yeah, look where he at. Look where he at. Yeah. And let's shout out, like,
I heard they got good stuff in China. That's where he'll be.
Yeah, it's these storylines throughout the season. Oh, remember Spencer Dinwiddie had the chance to pick the Mavs or the Lakers, and he chose the Lakers because he felt like it was a harder test. And look where he at home watching us. Like, I understand, like, all these different. You're not where you're at right now without Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively.
That's a very
you're
good
not. Point. Even though Daniel Gafford did not have an amazing Clipper series, I don't care. But that man, like, that's Lob City right there.
This is the thing, Shams. Remember, you had Kyle Kuzma say, "I don't want to be traded because I don't see them great contenders." This is what makes this trade so great.
He just stayed there because he stayed in Washington because he wanted to launch up 30 shots a game.
Yeah, that's all it was.
That's all that was.
But you got two guys that actually wanted to be her. PJ said he always wanted to be from her. Daniel Gafford just happened to get out of Washington. You got two guys who was in bad losing situations and finally in a winning situations, and it showed up on the floor. You know how they played, how they just interacted with the team, and how they took it. Remember we said, "Well, PJ didn't force it here, man. He take it over everybody. He just got here. You got your little force and everything, and it was just great. You got when you got guys that want to be her. We talked about Derrick Jones Jr. When you got guys that actually want to be her, they go all out for you. They're a better team. It's better basketball. When guys are locked in and locked into each other, that's how you strive and compete for a championship. When guys are going this way, you can't. I don't care how talented the team is, can't compete. But when you got guys locked into each other, locked into the concept, what the goal is, you got a chance to do something special.
That meme, that video, last game when PJ and Kyrie and Luka and I think who was the big Daniel Gafford, when they were calling Maxey over to have a huddle. I think that sums up the Mavericks team right there, because they're a brotherhood, and you can tell Luka plays for Kyrie. Kyrie plays for Luka. This team plays for each other. Like, it's PJ Washington. He got his, he has his teammates back. I think somebody should have punched Nas Reed in the face today, but I understand.
We don't need that. We don't need.
I understand not getting kicked out the game. I understand, but this team has each other's back. The camaraderie is. I'm speaking like Kendrick over here.
Yeah, but Sam, you said something earlier in this. You said something a while back that was true. You said this team is locked in.
I mean, they've
been locked in for a while,
for a minute, and you can tell, like, when the L's when the L's were happening, it frustrates the Mavs. They come out and get a win. When they lost that game against OKC, that very first game. I mean, not OKC, the Clippers. That first game of the series, you could tell, like, they had a meeting, and they even said, I think Grant, I can't think of his last name, said the team called a meeting in the locker room, said, "Hey, we played our worst."
Oh, Abseth.
Yeah, Abseth. Yeah, we played our worst offensive half of the season. In that first game of the series. And what did they do? I mean, they lost their game, but they came back and dominated that series. They dominated that series.
Sam, another thing that you brought up that was a good point too. You were saying even when this team is losing, like they still playing for each other. Like they not quitting. Like they still locked in even when they lose.
No lead is too big for the Mavs. We saw it this postseason. They were down 31. They literally almost came back and won that game. And that's been all season. There's games this series. Let's take, for example, you take the Mavs team from a few years ago and put them in the same predicament where Timberwolves had the lead the entire game and the Mavs wasn't taking it to the very end. Those Mavs teams gave up. Those there were times when Mavs teams used to give up at the end and didn't know how to close out games. Y'all remember how Mavs teams didn't know how to close out games and we would blow leads all the time and just lose the game? I think about 2 or 3 years ago, we were just blowing leads and giving it up. Like
that was when we had Reggie Bullock in them.
Yeah. And now this team knows how to finish games. You got 2 of the best closers in the NBA. 2 of the best closers. It don't matter. You can blitz Luka, cool. You got Kyrie on the other end. And I think Kyrie took it personal last game. Like losing games.
Yeah, did you see what Ant told him last game? Told us, you thought it was over.
Yeah.
And Kyrie kind of shook his head and whispered something to him.
Kyrie. Yeah, before Ant ran off the floor like a coward, Kyrie should say, it's over now.
You can't run off the floor, man.
Just ran off. Don't say just ran off the floor. Yeah, real much. Yeah, that's Jordan, right? That's more like Isaiah Thomas. Go off the floor if you done lost. Yeah, okay. Anyway,
I'm loving every bit of this Mavs Twitter right now. The ones that I follow, like the ones that I'm real cool with, not the fair weather Mavs fans, but the ones that we have stuck out with throughout this season, these past seasons. Guys, I want to go back and read. Remember when we tried out Theo Pinson and Markieff Morris? Do you guys remember that? That was terrible. And I just
shout out to Z-Mac. He just won $1,600 off the Mavs going to the finals.
You think about what this organization was a few years ago. I'm gonna say, like I said, Nico Harrison and Jason Kidd is my MVP of this team this year. You think about what this organization was. This organization was in shambles, lit on and off the basketball floor. This team had Porzingis. It's kind of funny. Porzingis in the finals. A Porzingis that people said around the league said he's untradeable. Nico turned Porzingis, a guy people around the league said you couldn't get 5 cents of the contract back from him. He turned that into Kyrie Irving. The guy made masterful trades and him and Jason Kidd looking great signings with Dante Exum. Even though he didn't have a good playoff series, he had a good regular season, and also Derrick Jones Jr. You think about the 2 trades at the trade deadline for PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford, basically what they needed. We knew Derek Lively was going to be a good player, a good center, but he couldn't play 48 minutes. And then you had to put Dwight Powell in there or play Maxey as an underman center. Now you get Maxey locked in to where he is. He's a backup 4 and a small backup 5 and a backup 4. You see the development of Jaden Hardy. I mean, man, my goodness, getting minutes in the Western Conference Finals.
In the Western Conference Finals. The Western Conference Finals.
Give Coach Kidd credit.
Remember, Kendrick, I said when they put him in, I said, all right, now when you do that, you can't go back to Tim Hardaway Jr. at this point.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The guts to give up on on Tim Hardaway Jr. and say, you know what, you out, man. I'm going. We pushing that button, and he coming out there and in his little minutes, he has some missteps, but he's contributing some in these games. I mean, way more than what you getting with the other guy who didn't even shoot the ball, and when he did shoot 2 free throws, he missed both of those.
The thing with Jaden Hardy is the thing he's making the most of his minutes. He is literally coming in and changing the tempo. He was going to the hole. He wasn't taking unnecessary shots. Like he was making the correct pass. He didn't do anything to hurt you. Unlike the other guy who shall remain nameless, come in and hitting the side of the backboard, come in and unnecessary fouls, can't play no defense. Like you said, there was a game. It was a game where if you make your free throws, nameless person, the Mavs are already up. Like after that, you don't see that man is not playing another minute. There's no way he gets in the game in this finals unless it has to be some drastic has to happen.
Yeah, it had to be like a matchup deal. Because I can see you putting them on the floor with I can see you putting them on the floor next series with all those little guards they got in Boston with all these Peyton Pritchards and these other little guys that like to light it up. I can see him getting some minutes.
And also, what he continues to get something out of Josh Green. You know, Josh Green frustrates me more than anybody because I'm gonna flat out.
Two players who he don't give up on, who everybody wanted Coach Kidd to give up on, Maxey and Josh Green. Everybody wanted him to give up on both of them in this season. He told you back early in the year we're not winning a championship without Maxey Kleber. Everybody thought Coach Kidd was crazy.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. But Josh Green, I mean, it's hit or miss with him with me because I know what I say. He's a dumb basketball player in my opinion. I mean, he's just a dumb basketball player. But hey, on the times that he can get him good, he's a energy guy that sometimes he'll walk into good plays. And then he'll walk in the back.
And he's good to put on certain players. He's good to put on certain players.
And he'll walk into some bad plays. But Coach Kidd did a good job of managing his minutes, knowing when he's not going, quick hook, take him out. When he's got it going, maybe give him another couple of minutes.
I'm sorry. I think his best series was the Clippers series because he had Westbrook.
It was like looking in the mirror.
Yeah,
against Westbrook, it's just Westbrook is 33 and he's 23.
Yeah, but, except for that one game when James Harden and wasn't they taking turns with him, Paul George.
Yeah, they were looking for him. They was hunting his ass. They was hunting his ass. But Jason Kidd pushing all these buttons. I don't want to hear any more about Jason Kidd. He can't coach. All the Milwaukee Bucks version, all that stuff. He's crossed those.
Oh, that was asinine when it was being said.
Yeah, he crossed those bridges. He's a top 5 coach in this.
I'm pretty sure next season with Mavericks will lose 2 games and everybody be like, it's time to fire Coach Kidd. It's time to move on.
No, we're not the Lakers. We'll still fire guys. We'll do stuff like
Kendrick, it's time to cue you up, man.
We had stats and facts. Let's go.
We had a comment. Somebody on TikTok finds you very funny.
Appreciate it.
He finds you very hilarious when you read the stats and facts.
Appreciate it. Yeah, man. You got to get real negative on these stats and facts, though.
Real quick, I heard Anthony Edwards was a sourpuss in the post game show.
Yeah, he's Jordan, all right. He's Jordan. Yeah, he's Jordan. Looks more like Isaiah Thomas walking off the court after he got a cut of hot air to the eventual champions, Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan, Chicago Bulls.
But real quick, guys, I'm gonna hop back on. I gotta finish like an assignment real quick before 11:59. So I'm gonna hop back on in a second after we finish stats and facts. So
okay. More time for me.
Yeah, don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. I got jet lag. This might be over with after. Oh no, we still got to do interviews. You're right.
Bye bye, Sham. It's all about Sham. Sham, it's all about me. Get off. It's all about me.
Oh God.
Nothing but me.
I'm
the star. I am the star. Thank you. All right. Mavs. Damn, this ain't the right game.
You told me to start. You ain't got the right damn stat sheet up.
This is what they call it. This is what they call it. L. Right. Okay, let's go down. We got it right now.
A lot of people on TikTok find you hilarious.
We got it. We got it. We got it going down. Mavs win. Advancing to the NBA Finals first time since 2011. 124 to 103. Mavs. This is the third NBA Finals in their franchise history. So way to go, Mavs. Let's get to the stats and facts. Mavericks shoot 55% from the field. The Minnesota Timberwolves shoot 43% from the field. The Mavericks were 15 out of 34 from three, 44%. The Minnesota Timberwolves were 10 out of 32 for 31%. Most of that was in that weak third quarter. They were just jacking up threes when the Mavericks didn't even care. Let's get to the free throw attempts. Mavericks was 17 out of 23 for 74%. The Timberwolves were 17 out of 21 for 81%. Hey, they finally won a stat. Good for them. Rebounds in favor of the Mavericks. 45 to 41. Offensive boards in favor of T-Wolves, 13 to 9. Which we get to assists. It was 19-17 favor Mavs. Also steals 8-7 in favor T-Wolves. Blocks even up at 5 apiece. Total turnovers 14 to 13 in favor T-Wolves. Mavs had 14 points off the Minnesota T-Wolves, and the Mavericks, the T-Wolves had 8 points off the 13 Mavericks turnovers.
Fast break points. This is the first time where the numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
Sometimes you be like, numbers don't tell you the whole truth, but the numbers tell you the whole truth with the Timberwolves tonight.
Fast break points 10-8 favor the Timberwolves, and points in the paint 48 to 46. It was a big lead at halftime, but the Mavericks stopped playing because the game was basically over at half. It was 48-46 in favor of the Mavericks. Let's get to the box score. For the good guys, PJ Washington, 36 minutes. He was standing on his business with 12 points, 7 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals. Was plus 12. He was 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, and hit both his free throws. You know, PJ Washington, he hasn't missed a free throw in these conference finals.
Whoa!
So yeah, man. He's what is it?
Kendrick, I just thought about it. I don't think we're gonna get any interviews tonight. Them fools are partying right now.
Yeah, he's 15 of 15 in his free throws in this conference finals. Shout out to PJ Washington. Yeah, they party, man. It ain't much to party in Minnesota, so it ain't like South Beach.
I'm talking about they still in the locker room partying.
Yeah, because it's cold out there in Minnesota. Ain't too much place to go. They'll party on the plane. Yeah, I've been to Minnesota. It ain't. Listen. It was Prince and nothing else. Oh, what? Derrick Jones Jr. He had another what moment. 30 points. 30 minutes. He had 5 points. He's a plus 11. 2 steals, 2 rebounds.
Rolling over his grave right now.
One block. Well, he was in the elevator. 2 of 6 from the field. 1 of 2 from 3. Dan Gafford, 20 minutes. He had 11 points. He was a plus 26. He had 9 boards.
That because he died on the elevator.
Shout out to Prince, man. Shout out to Prince, man. Purple Rain, man. That was one of the greatest albums anybody ever made.
Man made it rain. The man made it rain purple while singing the song "Purple Rain" at the Super Bowl. That's
man. Shout out to Apollonia. That was my first crush. Man, she had a big fine booty. Also, Dan Gafford had 1 block. He was 3 out of 3 from the field, hit all his field goals. He was 5 of 6 from the free throw line.
I was a Brandy man myself.
Man, everybody love Apollonia. Kyrie Irving, 40 minutes of play. He had 36 points. He was plus 17. Had 5 assists, 4 boards in this game. He was 14 out of 27 from the field. 10 out of 4 from 3. Also, Luka Doncic also had 36. He also had 36 points in the game. He was your Magic Johnson Western Conference Finals MVP. He was a plus 22. Also had 2 assists, 2 steals, 5 assists, and 10 rebounds.
Oh God!
What's going on?
I'm getting something just broke through on my TV saying a severe thunderstorm warning for Dallas, Texas County at 11:01.
Yeah, it's a storm coming in, and it's the Dallas Mavericks.
No, not this storm. It's apparently a severe thunderstorm. God dog it.
Yeah.
Anyway. I'm glad I took all them flights just to get home.
Yeah, man. Once you go see your brother, you got enough time to finals start. There you go, right back out, man. You get a quick flight. Luka Doncic at 37 minutes. He was 14 out of 22, 6 out of 10 from 3, 2 out of 3 from the free throw line. For the bitch, Maxi Kleber had 3 points. He was a plus 8. 9 minutes. He's 1 out of 3 from the field, 1 or 2 from 3. Had a rebound and a steal. Dwight Powell had 3 minutes to play. Had 2 points. Had a lob. He was a -4 in his 2 minutes to play. Also had a rebound. Derek Lively in 25 minutes. He's also was perfect from the field. He's 3 of 3, all dunks. 3 of 6 from the free throw line. He finished with 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks. He had 9 points. He was a -9 in the game. Josh Green, 18 minutes. He had 2 points. He was a +10. Had 2 steals, 1 assist. He was 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3 in this game. Dante Exum had 11 minutes. He was 0 of 1 from the field. They had no points, but he did have an assist and 3 boards. AJ Lawson had 3 minutes in this game. Everybody played except Marcus Morris and Tim Hardaway Jr. I wonder why. AJ Lawson, 3 minutes. He had a point in this game, was a -4. And Jaden Hardy, 8 minutes in this game. He was 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from the 3-point line. He was a +4, had 7 points in this game. Let's go to the sour pussies losers. That is the Fighting Anthony Edwards.
Is that because Anthony Edwards walked off the court and didn't want to shake anybody's hands?
Walked off the court and didn't want to shake anybody's hand. Just gave his stanky shoes to some goofy fan.
Only good thing that happened today was Trump was found guilty on all 34 counts.
There you go.
Come on, Eastside. That was the biggest witch hunt in all of history.
I wonder who's having the worst day, Anthony Edwards or Donald Trump.
It's probably Anthony Edwards, and Donald Trump ain't going to jail anyway.
Jay McDaniel, 21 minutes. He had 8 points. He was a -13. He had 2 blocks and 1 rebound in this game. Rudy Gobert tried to be a tough guy. You can't be a tough guy. You got choked out by a man in the regular season. 21 minutes. He was 4 of 8. He basically got benched in the second half. He had 9 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 5 boards. Pay that man all that money. And the defensive player of the year, he gets you with 5 rebounds and no blocks. Yeah, that's $40 million well spent, huh? Karl Anthony Towns, speaking of money well spent, 38 minutes. He had 28 points, but God dog, he took 20. He was 9 of 20, 1 of 6 from 3. Let's keep jacking him, don't you, Carl? He also was 9 of 10 from the free throw line. Had 12 boards, 2 assists.
Oh, that's steady mobbing. He just kept steady mobbing.
He was a -14 this game. Mike Conley, his days in Minnesota was done. He was benched in the second half. -17. He had 7 points. He had 2 steals, 2 assists, 4 rebounds in 21 minutes of play. He was 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3-point line, 2, and hit both his free throws. Speaking of sourpuss one, Anthony Edwards, 43 minutes, 28 points. He was a -20. If I was -20, I'd have ran my ass off the floor. He had to have 1 block, 1 steal.
Where would you go?
Ran my ass off the floor.
Where would you go?
Ain't too much places to go in Minnesota, man. Ain't too many places to go in Minnesota.
I know. That's why I'm asking. Where would you go? You just say you'd ran your ass off the court. Where you running to?
I guess home. I guess it says 50 degrees and I guess it's cold. Gotta go home.
I keep saying you done run 100. You done run 100 miles, but you still got 1 to go.
He had 6 assists, 9 rebounds in the game. He was 10 of 18 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Let's get to the bench. Boy, a lot of people played in this game on the bench for the Minnesota Timberwolves. I wonder why.
Yeah, we saw McLovin get in the game.
We saw a lot of guys we ain't never saw before. Let's go with Kyle Anderson. He played 33 minutes slow-mo. He slow-moed his ass to a hot air. He was 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. He had 7 points, was a -13. Also had a block, steal, 3 assists, and a bad flop he took on Kyrie like he got shot with a gun. That's where he lost. Naz Reid, one of his worst.
Looking like Luke Dort out there again.
Yeah, one of his worst games, 27 minutes. He ain't did nothing since he had that big game in game 3. Excuse me, what is game 3? I mean game 2, where he lost. He only had 5 points in this game, -14. He had a block, an assist, and 4 rebounds. He was 2 of 10 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3. Let's get to Nikhil Alexander, 14 minutes of play. He was 0 of everything. He had no points. He was a -3, 2 steals and a rebound. Also had McLaughlin. He had 5 minutes. He had no points. Also had Wendell Moore Jr., ex-Duke kid. He had 5 points. Garza, he had 6 points in the game in 3 minutes. Also had some dude named Miller, had 3 minutes, no points. And Minor, 3 minutes, no points. And that's your stats and facts of this Western Conference final clinching to the finals version of your stats and facts, brought to you by me, myself, and I, and Walt Chisholm. and Sham somewhere doing her thing somewhere. Back to you, Walt.
Yeah, man. Like I said, probably not gonna get any interviews tonight because those guys are partying. Probably,
like it's 1999.
Yeah. I'm looking at Grant's page. I'm looking.
Did Prince make that song?
It was Prince who did that song.
All right, there you go. There you go. I'm here for it. Also, shout out to Anthony Edwards. Shout out to Anthony Edwards. For sitting up there running off the floor like a little bitch. Didn't want to shake nobody's hand. You know, sour puss Anthony. That's what he called him. You know, oh man, I don't know why he's mad. I mean, he didn't win in Georgia. He didn't win no state title in high school, so I don't know what he's mad for. So he should be used to this kind of losing. But anyway, it's all good.
Yeah, they might. I just seen Sham text. They might did the interviews, but they not. Soraya not gonna put them up right now because they probably got to hurry up and get up out of there.
Yeah, but who wants to stay in Minnesota?
So she'll probably do it. I know.
BKB.
You know, I noticed too. Coach Kidd show him. His show been taking long to come to the podium and talk.
He gangster, man. He gangster. And where everybody gonna go? They gonna leave? Where they gonna go? I'm pretty sure. Listen, I'm pretty sure who's more happier that Luka is in the finals is Michael Jordan. He's got two Jordan guys in the finals going up against each other, in Tatum and Luka. Jordan brand gonna be in full effect for the finals.
Is he now? Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, two Jordan guys, man.
Now that you got the Jordan, Mavs got the Jordan. What's the names?
Right.
The Jordan jerseys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not finding any post game interviews, and I'm gonna check the folder one more time before we get out of here because that jet lag is kicking in.
It's kicking in.
Jet lag is kicking in. It's kicking in.
Well, man, you was on 85 flights today.
Yeah, you ain't lying. I left.
I don't care. Eastside. I don't care. I don't care. He's quit using that excuse, man. If somebody beat you in a game, shake their hand. Don't be a sourpuss. Somebody 22 years old. He's a grown man.
I got to the airport in Cleveland at 4:15 this morning and got to Dallas at 6 o'clock this evening. I done put in a shift at work at the airport.
Yeah, man.
I work for American Airlines.
How's the health plan there?
Yeah. For real. Not too good the way they had me on them planes today.
Boy, like you squished up. Man, what were you second class? What class were you at? You first class?
On the one plane they got, I actually got the next seat right after first class.
Okay.
They had me on a smaller plane where it was like two seats on the side, and then like maybe like they were all 2-seater. It was a 2-seater plane.
Okay.
2-seater plane. I'm glad you got here safely.
Yeah, that was the second flight to get to Washington D.C. when I flew in to see where Donald Trump was going to be setting up shop at if he become president again. I saw that.
Don't do that.
I saw the White House in the nation's capital.
Don't do that. Don't do that. When we'll be picking cotton back in year 2025.
Man, come on, man. Nobody gonna be picking no cotton.
All right, but look at that plan 2025. It's almost close to what they trying to basically put us.
I'll be good. I'm a barber. I'll be all right.
Hey, they don't care about shoes. They ain't no trick to them.
Hey, they got shirts. One of my homies is selling shirts. It's a 2024 NBA Finals.
Come on, man. How you selling shirts already?
Listen. It got Ledbetter Luka, Keyston Pope, Kyrie,
come on, man.
What?
Girl,
PJ. Come on, man.
What was them? Hey, Kidder, what was them t-shirts Brumman and Martin was selling Whitney Hutton?
Yeah, man. No, I was listen.
At the Whitney Houston concert.
I suggest everybody you make sure You make sure you're not allergic to something before you put them shirts on, man. Start with a rash. Is that cotton? Is that 100% cotton he's selling? Or imitation
All right,
cotton?
man.
Hey, did y'all see Luka talking trash to Snoop Dogg? That probably was the funniest moment.
That wasn't Snoop. He wasn't talking
Yes,
to
it
Snoop.
was. They got
No,
it.
it was a dude. It was a dude in the crowd who did like this to him.
Yeah, it was the dude from the crowd just kept going at him. He said, "What you?"
Oh, was
wasn't
it
talking
the
to Snoop.
dude next to Snoop Dogg?
No, that was Jimmy.
Right
That was
behind
Jimmy
Snoop.
Jam. He wasn't talking to Snoop. It was a dude. It's a dude. He was standing up doing like this to Luka.
It was a white dude
everybody
behind
think
Snoop.
him and Luka was talking trash to Snoop
I
Dogg.
was not. It wasn't Snoop. It wasn't Snoop. It was a dude behind. It was a dude behind Snoop.
Now,
he stood up.
Now, if
and
it was
did
Lil
like
Wayne, if it was Lil Wayne, he probably said something.
Oh, look, guys, look who linked up after the game. Who's not a B word?
There you go. See, there you go, Kendrick.
Oh, he gonna shake his hand after. He don't want to shake his hand on the court. He gonna say, "Man, you missed me, man. Go home somewhere. Go on home, man. Whatever. Once you take Michael Parsons with you, y'all can talk about shoes."
All right, Kendrick. So it looks like we're gonna be back at this next Thursday, game 1 of the You look like you got it. Listen, let me tell you something.
Get a week off, guys.
Let me tell you something. I flew Spirit one time. That was coming back from the Super Bowl because American wanted me to pay $600 to leave Vegas. That's on time. I am an American airline flight only.
You sitting up in there with them chickens.
Yeah, I was on the Greyhound of airplanes.
You sitting back with them chickens. With them chickens.
That's the only reason why I flew Spirit, because they wanted $600 to fly back from what's the name? From Vegas.
Sham, won't see you for Spirit. He said, "What?" He said, "This plane was shaking." He said, "Why can't I see it? Why can't I see outside this plane all the time?"
Well, I'm just happy to be home.
Jason Kidd, he is the first player in NBA history to reach the finals as a player and a coach of the same team.
Ooh,
cool. Okay, nice, Shams. That's cool.
That's a very good stat.
Yeah, like that.
All right, so with a week off, we're gonna come back next Thursday for game 1. They had already had the schedule out.
Yeah,
how the finals are supposed to go.
Yeah.
So
I'll be at the home game, making my appearance in the finals.
That would be game 3.
June 14th.
And these ain't gonna be every other day. This thing gonna be spread out.
Yeah, so they're gonna play game 1. Game 1 is on a Thursday.
Game 2 is on a Sunday.
On a Sunday, and then game 3 is on a Wednesday. And then I'm guessing game 4 is this is the one Shams there. I'm guessing that's gonna be a Saturday.
It's a Friday.
It's a Friday?
Friday, yeah.
Okay. And then they're gonna play
game 5
on the 17th. They're gonna play on the 17th, which is a Monday. And then they're gonna play on the 20th, which is a Thursday, if necessary.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got 6 to 9.
Game 6 if necessary. And then if it's a game 7, it's gonna be June 23rd.
So you got 6, 9, 12, 14, 17, 20.
That's about almost 3 weeks.
God, no, Kendrick, just think if they go all the way to game 7 the next week, the NBA. Wait, not next week. I think when is the 23rd?
Maybe it's fall.
We're gonna be right there.
That's almost 3 weeks worth of basketball.
Right, but Kendrick, remember what I said. The 23rd would be that Sunday. That Wednesday, that Thursday is the NBA draft.
Okay.
On the 26th, and then the next week is the start of NBA free agency.
Oh.
You're right. It's already.
They got summer league.
Then you take like a week or 2 off, and then summer league is here.
Then you got the Olympics. Oh, don't you got the Olympics matched in there?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
My God.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, then there you go. Just when we thought we was gonna get a couple weeks off.
That's why I need this. That's why I need. If we need this week off,
we lied.
This week off.
We still got the Dallas Wings and the Rangers to talk about, but
we got the Dallas Wings. I don't know too much about the Rangers.
Yeah, the Wings.
Hey, the Rangers won yesterday, man.
Hey, they swept a series. They swept the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah, really? That was what's the name rematch right there.
Yeah, too bad nobody in the national media noticed it because you got two bad baseball teams.
Bro, it's so bad. The Mavs beat the Timberwolves so bad they got Grant Williams trending.
He definitely shouldn't be trending.
Grant Williams got traded from two teams. Both of them teams went to the
finals.
God no. He got traded from two teams.
Hey, I just pulled this tweet up. Look.
Hey, Charlotte, you want to go to the finals?
Trade him.
You want to go to the finals?
Yeah, for real. All right, man. So we'll be back Thursday. I'm gonna double check again, make sure before I get out of here. Nope, nothing yet. They still partying. Yeah, we'll be back Thursday. What time is that game on Thursday? 7:30? Okay,
7:30. We should get
they all 7:30 games. 7 o'clock, 7:30 games.
Let's start a little earlier than 30 minutes. Let's start like 15 minutes early.
Okay, that's fine.
Like 6:40. It's the finals. Got a lot to talk about.
All right, well, we'll be back Thursday, but until then, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Wait.
Remember how Minnesota told us to bring our ass?
You tell Stephen A. I told Stephen A. bring your ass already.
Yeah, bring your ass to Dallas.
We'll see y'all on Thursday.
See you later, Anthony Edwards.